This website, which not only recommend you the good stock to buy, tell you whether it is undervalued, calculate for you the price you should buy in, and the most important thing is, it is totally free.
Till I can't no more. I got the horses in the bag.
Hi everyone, welcome to Investing Maniac. Terry here. You always come across this.
All of them achieve tremendous returns.
So I think that options is better.
So I was really surprised that this was the key difference. How my birth defect ended up benefiting thousands.
Do you know what they are selling? I know. They are selling their butt. Just kidding. They're actually selling US stocks and option investment costs that will cost you a few $1,000s. Aiya, just subscribe to my channel lah. I charge you $0. Today, I'll be showing you some free website and apps that I personally use to find undervalued companies with little to no effort. You don't need to go through individual stocks' financial statement, don't need to study the formula, and what you have to do is just a few clicks. And I'll also review the ultimate tool which will pick good stocks for you and tell you whether the stock is undervalued and it is free to use. Today's video is not a financial advice. Please always do your own research before making any investment decision. Value investing is an investment strategy that involves picking stocks that appear to be trading less than their intrinsic value, which is calculated based on the financial data. You must be wondering how in the hell a stock can be traded below the value it is supposed to be traded at, and it is because of investor irrational behaviors. First type of irrational investor who all in their savings. Wow, market is so good ah. All in ah. Bye. What big ah. Drop so much. I need the money to pay the rental leh. Ay. Sell. Second type of irrational investor who follow the trend to buy and then they panic sell. Bro, I tell you electric car is the future. You see Tesla and NIO, their share price don't know how many X already this few years. You should buy. Really? Okay, I'll buy. So many bad news. I will sell. And surprisingly, it is estimated that 90% of the US equity trading is irrational, having nothing to do with the fundamentals of companies or investors' judgment. And with the war and the recession triggering all the irrational sellings, value investing become the best tool to help you in picking diamonds from a pile of stones.
Ding ding ding.
Most value investing gurus will tell you that before calculating a stock's intrinsic value, you have to select good companies that have great qualitative criteria such as competitive moat, good management, and the best if it is still a growth company. But let me ask you, besides those famous big US companies like Google, Amazon, Tesla, McDonald's, and etc., how many more companies do you think are listed in the US stock exchange itself? What? There are 5,000 over! Too many companies to check. As an individual investor, we don't have much time to look at 5,000 over companies. Not even 50, I would say. So, in my opinion, you need some tools to help you to find the stocks with good quantitative criteria such as positive earnings per share growth, low price to earning ratio, low debt to equity ratio, and etc. And here are the few tools that I personally use to find undervalued stocks. Finviz.com has a built-in stock screener which you can use to find potential undervalued stocks. There are so many options. How I know what to filter? Wait, don't give up just yet. I have the most stringent filter set up for you already. Just click the link in the description below to see the magic. You can do your own adjustment on the filters to your liking, but I would suggest to stick with those in the fundamentals and only change the one under technical, which is the 52-week high or low. Instead of new low, you can choose something less stringent such as 0 to 10% above low. The stocks that you see here are the filtered results which are worth to further study at. But I'm not asking you to buy right away. Once you have found some good stocks which are trading near their recent one-year low, it is time to check their intrinsic value. We'll use discounting cash flow method to calculate it. The formula looks so cheap. Don't worry, You don't have to learn this because there are some tools to help you with it. Go to growfocus.com, click on the login to log in with your Gmail. Search for the ticker of the stocks which you got from finviz.com. Click on the one with the summary wordings. Click DCF. Scroll down to the user-defined DCF section. I call this the magic box because you are able to calculate a stock's intrinsic value just by filling in some simple numbers. For discount rate to input, you can refer to the matrix here and refer to the 3 color zones that I personally use to determine the discount rate for the particular industry. In this case, we choose Skyworks from the filtered list in finviz.com. As it falls under the red zone with higher demand uncertainty and higher technology uncertainty, I'll put a 20% discount rate to it. At the growth stage area, this is where you predict the company to be in the same growth stage as per its past 10-year growth rate. We will leave the year as it is unless you can predict the company to be out of its growth stage in the near term. And the growth rate has actually been calculated for you based on the company's past 10 years earnings per share. You can leave it as it is unless you can expect a slower growth rate for the company. At the terminate stage area, this is where you predict the company to be still in business after its growth stage. We shall leave the years as 10 as a general prediction and set the growth rate to the average inflation rate, which I normally put a 2.5% value to it. So as you can see, we only changed 2 figures in the magic box, and this is where the magic happens. We have successfully calculated the fair value of Skyworks, which it should be traded at compared to the current stock price. The intrinsic value is higher than the current stock price. It means I can buy already? Wait, not yet. As the intrinsic value we calculated is very subjective and it varies among value investors. Some might get this, while others might get this. We should always have a margin of safety. Margin of safety is the difference between a stock's intrinsic value and the stock price you are willing to pay for. These are the common margin of safety that are mostly used by value investors. And in this case, I will apply a 30% margin of safety as I always do. By using the result we calculated just now and apply a 30% margin of safety to it, we concluded the stock price that we will buy in is at around $84. As the current stock price of Skyworks is at around $94, there are 2 things we can do here. First, we can choose to wait for the price to come down to $84 in the near term to buy it. Or second, we can sell a 1-month covered put options at $84 and earn a profit call premium on the spot of around $180. And this is how option sellers can earn money even when they don't own any stock and while waiting for the price to go down. As option selling is a very useful tool to make extra income for value investor, I'll cover this topic in the near future with a step-by-step guide. So remember to subscribe to my channel and turn on the notification button as I'll be posting new video on every Friday. After I went to the masterclass to learn about value investing, the hardest part for me is actually to calculate the stock price and to determine whether it's a good buy. I always think of this. How good if someone can recommend me the good stocks to buy and tell me whether it's undervalued and the price to buy in. Yes, there's this someone, or I should say this website, which not only recommend you the good stock to buy, tell you whether it is undervalued, calculate for you the price you should buy in, and the most important thing is, it is totally free. Jita.com is the ultimate tool that saved me tons of times researching all tens of thousands of companies available and pick the good ones for us to further study and invest. It ranks almost all investable companies all around the world with their Jita score, which evaluate the quality of the business. They also have a Jita line which tells you whether the current share price is trading below their intrinsic value. You can access all their database for free through their website or phone app. If you have any question, please comment down below or join our Telegram channel and group and chat with us. We will always share some US stock hot news and simple market analysis that you might be interested in. So that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.